Well, good morning, folks. It's David Hubbell here. It is Saturday, November 20th, and this is the first Saturday after the freeze from last week. If you'll remember, I had covered the plants, but even the parts I didn't cover, everything looks like it turned out okay. So, quick little lesson there. Even though the frost temperatures got down to 36 here in Mobile for about 3 hours, we had some low temperatures, but it quickly popped up. Things seem to have done fine from the standpoint of the vegetation, which is good because, as I pointed out last week, I had still a lot of flowers there and some small Mirlitons. So still left a few big ones there. So I'm trying to think if there's anything in particular, any other lessons to share today. Probably just be going around and looking to see what I can find from a standpoint of Mirliton to pick and to hand pollinate still. So it is probably about 3 or 4 weeks left before I really get concerned about any hard freezes, which should be good. That means I think I had counted up towards a dozen or 20 last week total that I would have picked or produced thus far in the fall of 2021. So we will see if I've got a better count this week. It's Thanksgiving week, or next week, or starting Sunday will be Thanksgiving week. So a lot of people will be making Thanksgiving casseroles using Mirliton or stuffing Mirliton. So that's going to always be a treat for when families get together, building memories, food memories. A lot of times some of the not big box stores, but some of the regional stores will put the imported chayotes on sale for 10 for $1, and that's good from a standpoint of making it available to folks at a reasonable price, but it also kind of undermines the desire to try to really create a heirloom market. There are a lot of people who do have interest in growing these in their backyard, as their grandparents and great-grandparents did, and there's nothing better, in my opinion, to come outside and be able to see the Mirliton, hanging there, ready to pick in the fall. Like we've talked about in some of the articles that I wrote about past Mirliton growers, create a nice little arbor or trellised area, so you can definitely use it to create some landscape enhancements. So you can definitely be not just just a fruit and vegetable opportunity, but it's going to be something that provides a lot of shade for 6 to 10 months down here. So anyway, hopefully it's something that more and more people will want to do, which will keep the heirloom varieties alive for your great-grandchildren, and hopefully more and more people be interested in eating it. Like we say, it's this time of year, people are probably cooking it with shrimp and crab meat, ground meat, let's see what else, ham, boudin, all kind of things. So a lot of people, that they may associate it only with Thanksgiving or Christmas, but you can pretty much eat it all year round. I'm not quite sure what happened with this part of the vine. It must have got pinched back or something. I guess it's possible that the freeze did get to it, but it's been doing pretty well, but this almost looks to me more like something pinched it off. So maybe one of our nemesis squirrels or bugs got to it. On the back end, we're still doing about the same. Sorry about the sunlight there, folks. This one's probably pick it this week before Thanksgiving. I got this one here. People asking when is it right to pick them? Well, they don't necessarily ripen up in a sense. They just get to the right size. You could pretty much eat them at any time. So I'm gonna pick this one to add to the cooking collection. But the main thing is that you kind of want to judge it, like I said, by your size of your hand. So this one I'd probably wait another couple of days as well. Thought we had another one. Might have probably picked it last week. Well, something I hate to see is one that's fallen, because I don't know whether it was knocked down by an animal or just the weather in general. So hold on, let's see what I can find here by picking it up. Alright, so this tells me it looks like some little critter tried to get to it. So it's aggravating, but it's still useful, because what we can do with this one is it's probably big enough to sprout, or you could probably just clean it real good and cut that end off that it molested, and use it maybe if you're going to make a casserole. But as you can see back here, we're doing well. We got these two that are getting pretty good size. I'll probably pick both of them. And then I've got a couple others down there. And then there's the ones over here through the netting. Now you may be wondering why I have bird netting up. Last year when I put this up, the thought was that some of the birds were getting there and kind of biting off some of the new growth. But then it also turned out that I was hoping it would deter the squirrels. Would I recommend doing it again? Maybe, maybe not. Just going to depend on your situation. We have a lot of birds that we feed around here. So what I did find was pretty easy is that once I cut all the growth back and pulled what I could off the top, I could just use my leaf blower and kind of knock it all free. So I didn't really have to keep taking it down and applying it. See if you can see back there. If I can get the camera just right. There's one hiding. Let's see, we got one there. And down a little lower is another one. So this is when the Easter egg hunting will take place, if you will. If you recall, this was the little trio or twins that we had. It has not really done anything, so I don't think that this is going to grow much at all. But just an update just to show you. But anyway, this is the point where, hopefully, if the weather cooperates, your Mirliton plant should really be doing, or vine I should say, should really be doing its job of just putting fruit on and maturing it. So this is a really fun time. And like I said, if you got family coming in from out of town and they're coming to have Thanksgiving or Christmas at your house, especially if you got grandkids or nieces or nephews who aren't ever used to seeing it, it's a good opportunity to show them these vines and let them maybe pick fruit and tell them about it, because it's really a fun thing. Makes a lot of good memories. They may not want to eat it, but it's got a cool name. Who doesn't like saying Mirliton? And gives them an opportunity to see things that go from yard to table. And there's not a lot of people with have backyard gardens enjoy that a lot, and so this is one of these kind of crops that you can do and get a lot of yield in a small area, even though it does take up a lot of growth. But anyway, some other things going on. Dr. Hill put out a email this morning with some updates. We have 2 sets of sellers thus far. Our buddy Paul Dana in Metairie has gone out and got 100 Mirlitons to make available to those growing. So if you're in the Metairie, New Orleans area, or Baton Rouge, or anywhere within driving distance, give Paul a call. Go to mirliton.org and look under the classified section, and you can give Paul a call and he will let you know what he's got. Paul doesn't ship, so he's doing this all voluntarily, so you have to kind of make the effort to go get them from Paul. And also we have a young lady in Abbeville area, and she's got some Mirlitons as well. And once again with her, you also need to go out and visit her to get the Mirlitons. So her number's also on the Mirliton.org classified page. We still got t-shirts for sale for the Israel Thibodeaux. I'm trying to get an update, and I'll have an actual pretty interesting news on that for Mississippi residents in a couple of days. And our pronunciation videos continue to do well. We're up to 13 this morning with the release of Uncle Larry Roussel out of St. James, or Froggy Moore. He's got a fine line of products with his Stew and a Few and Ready Set Gumbo. So you can check that out on Mirliton Man of Mobile, or just Google it on my YouTube page, David J. Hubbell, and you'll see all the different pronunciations. We still got probably another 10 that I've got to put out there. I'm trying to do them daily until Thanksgiving, or maybe past Thanksgiving, and I'm hoping to get some more. I think a lot of people have enjoyed hearing how people throughout South Louisiana say Mirliton or Mirliton or Mirliton. So I'm trying to get a variety. If you know of anybody who's got a unique pronunciation, send it to me at rpcajun2r@gmail.com. Send them my name, or send me their name and contact information, and I'll try to get up with them. But I think that's about it right now. Still waiting to find out about the podcast episode. Once again, if you're looking for a talk on Mirliton that can be done especially through Zoom, check us out. I guess I'll just close. I hope everybody has happy Thanksgiving. I'll just close with I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. If you have any comments or questions, just drop them in the comment section below, or send them to me at rpcajun2r@gmail.com. I guess y'all can tell I live pretty close to the airport. It's pretty damn busy for this morning for some reason. And then what else do we have? Mirliton.org, Mirliton.org, and David J. Hubbell YouTube page. If you like the video, please give it a like and a share, and click the bell if you want to be alerted to future episodes if you subscribe. So please subscribe. Like I said, we're just trying to get everybody as much good, useful, accurate information on growing Mirlitons, the heirloom Mirlitons, and there's a lot of bad, and not bad, but there's a lot of misinformation that's being shared on Facebook. A lot of people telling you just to plant the ones you get in the store, and that's good if you can ensure that they're from South Louisiana or the Gulf Coast. But if they're from the Latin American countries, you really don't want to do that. So we can't reiterate that enough, unless you're not looking to grow the fruit. If you're just looking to eat it, then the vine and the leaves and the roots, well, then by all means that would help you there. But most people prize the vegetable, the fruit, off of it. So once again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week, and I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving.